Hey guys, welcome back to Mad Eye Bowls. Today I got a little something different than what I've usually been posting. Today we're going to bowl a sweeper. And if you watched my my 5 things I wish I knew video, I talked about how you need to bowl tournaments in order to get experience with sport patterns and get used to the environment of a tournament. And I'm just basically showing that I practice what I preach. So tonight we're bowling on I believe it's 11 Rip Callahan Memorial pattern, so it's a sport pattern. And they're actually coincidentally bowling that pattern in a tournament this weekend. So I believe there's probably going to be a lot of high-level people here. Now, I don't anticipate winning this sweeper. Okay, it's $50 to get in, pays out the same night. But I'm going for that experience now. Since all those people are going to be there, I'll be able to just surround myself with high-level bowlers, kind of hopefully get, tips and pointers maybe after the tournament's over, probably not during. But yeah, I don't anticipate winning right off the bat. And if I score well, that'd be great. But the whole idea of going to it in the first place is playing the sport pattern, learning the pattern, and not the pattern specifically, but how to make adjustments on sport. And then also watching what the other people are doing in the tournament. Another reason is I hadn't owned a urethane ball before, and this pattern is 38 feet, 19 something mils. So I think urethane's going to be in play. So I wanted to get one. I was thinking maybe a black hammer, but wasn't going to be able to get one in time. So I was picking up a couple more used balls to make another used ball video. And the guy I was picking them up from happened to have a double cross by Radical, which was their first urethane ball they made about 2 years ago. And he had it undrilled and gave me a great price on it. So I picked that up, got it drilled earlier today, and practiced with it for like about 6 games to kind of try to figure it out. And it is different. It rolls different. It's my first urethane ball that I had. But I don't know what's going to happen with it tonight, whether or not I'm going to be able to control it. I hope that I can. We'll have to just see what happens. But basically, we're just going to go get into this sweeper and see if I can keep up. And if I can't, there's nothing to be sad about. These guys are going to be bowling very well. I'm anticipating that the top players are going to be, well over 900 probably. It's a 4-game series, so probably not over 900, maybe even 1,000. That's how good these guys are supposed to be. So I'm on my way there now. We'll see you when we get inside.
All right, everybody. So we're here. You can see behind me here. We're at the tournament, and a little nervous, but it looks like there's a lot of really good players here. But it is what it is, We're just gonna take a deep breath, and we're gonna get out there, and we're gonna get this damn thing done. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. Got Izzy here. She's gonna record my shots for me, and we'll see how it goes. So hopefully well. I'll probably check in after game 1 if I have time. All right, that's it. right, so after game 1, we're minus 30. Finished with a 170. It's kind of rough. I started with the urethane. I let it go through, I think, 6 frames. I kept leaving 9s. I kept leaving 4s. Like 9 frames. I left a 10 and like 3 4s. I just couldn't figure it out. Wasn't feeling it, so I switched to the absolute real quick. But yeah, so we'll see what happens next game. All right, game 2 was a shit show. It was bad. 157, so now I am minus 73. But I have a feeling I'm not in last place. Hopefully somebody's having a worse game than me, but let's see if we can pick it up in the third. We really got to do something. I'm going to make a drastic change. I'm moving all the way left and pulling out the Widow 3, and we'll see what happens there, because I need some more shape, and I need to make things happen, or I'm going to be very near the bottom. So let's hope that goes well. Okay, so our 170. So I went 170, 157, 157, 170, which is terrible. But looking around, I think that person who was in last place last round, I was minus 116 and they were 204. So minus 204. So I think I'm far away from that. Had fun. Talk some more on the ride home, kind of what happened. I think I missed the after action of game 3. But man, it wasn't the pattern that was really that bad. It was just me, to be honest with you. All right, we're here with Dave. So everybody was having trouble out there tonight. So where were you finding trouble?
Middle. If you missed in the middle, that thing was gone.
Yeah.
Also, the problem we ran into tonight was I was getting no carry at all. No matter where I threw it from the left side, I got no carry whatsoever.
Yeah, I kind of had the same problem. If it went right in the middle, it was just gone, and then I couldn't get anything from the right.
Anything outside that second arrow was toast. I threw 4 different balls. The urethane took off to the point one frame. Yes, and I did not finish class, but one point I threw my urethane and only clipped a 10 pin off.
So my urethane, I used it, and I probably used it longer than I should have because it didn't work. I switched to an absolute, and I got most strikes with that. I even went to the 3.0 and started playing from the left, throwing in between second and third arrow, and I got a good amount of strikes there.
Yeah, there's enough oil in the middle on it. The pattern was a little longer than I thought it was, but it's a good pattern.
Yeah. I didn't think the pattern was bad. I think I just bowled bad.
No, I bowled worse.
All right, so we're going to be bowling in the fall. When that season starts, he's going to be in the league nights that we're doing on Fridays. And that we're going to be scoring a lot higher.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can find somebody else to interview. All right, so we're here with Dennis. So a lot of people seem to be having trouble tonight. You're probably one of the best bowlers here, and even you were having trouble. Where do you think the issue was tonight on this pattern?
I think I played them dead wrong.
Yeah.
Like, short pattern is usually a purple hammer on the gutter kind of thing, and I just think the low volume made the ball like hook in weird windows on the lane. I think the people who had it kind of played farther in and let their ball get to 8, 9, 10-ish and let it hook stop type of thing.
Yeah.
So
see, I was throwing urethane too, and it hooked more than I was expecting. Also, even though I just started with it earlier today, and I was doing okay, and then I started outside, and it just didn't work for me at all. And then I kind of threw off my whole game. I didn't know where to go from there.
And I mean, I'm bowling Neva Sunday on the same pattern, and yeah, I'm playing them totally down. Like, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt type of thing, but I'm not gonna play them. I'm not gonna get locked like I did here and just get stuck in this little zone.
Yeah.
And I only brought so many bowling balls with me because I was like,
Yeah. So the tournament should be much better. So you feel like ultimately bowling this gave you a leg up going into Sunday?
a couple years ago, I was able to put out patterns regularly, and I would practice on the Neva pattern every weekend or every Friday before the Neva weekend, and I won 3 titles that year. So it gives you a little leg up to where you learn something and you don't get trapped. Like I'm not gonna stay left at 10 if it looks like garbage out there, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get right in and do something different.
Yeah. So that's good.
It'll help.
All right, so like I said before, this is Dennis. He's pretty good. We're gonna have him on the channel eventually. Get a full interview game, right? We're still gonna do that.
We can do it.
That'll be fun. But anyway, man, it was good bowling with you. Even though you were kind of a few lanes down, I was watching.
I was in my own world.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, you have a good night.
You too.
All right, thanks. Okay, so the tournament is over. As I said before, I finished minus 146. Not great, but I wasn't in last place, which is great. That is great. The pattern was a little difficult. I think where I had the most issues was I kind of rushed through. I knew that we only had 4 games, and going under in the first game and then the second game, I was kind of like trying to rush to find a new spot or which ball would work and whatnot. And that ended up just ruining my whole block, which was not good. So going forward, I learned that I'm going to have to just take my time, bring it down a little bit, and really just focus on what I know to be working and what I know I should be doing. Like if I find a ball that has a pretty decent line and I keep missing that line, well, work harder to hit the line. Don't change balls, because changing balls, I'm also changing positions, and that really just threw my whole game off, and that wasn't good at all. So in the future, I'll be doing that. We stayed after to practice the pattern again. Actually did a video with Dave, the Bowling Squirrel. So you guys can follow him on YouTube. I'll put his YouTube channel in the description. But we bowled the pattern for practice. The first game right there, a lot more calm, no pressure, stuck with the absolute that I knew was working before, like I should have done in the tournament, and shot a 234. So, that the jitters and the bugs, the butterflies, or just the nervousness overall is an issue that you kind of work out by going to these tournaments. So I think it was great. I got a lot of experience from it. I talked to some people, had a good time, practice afterwards. But yeah, overall, that was a pretty good night. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to be doing more things like this soon. We got league night coming up in a few weeks, so we'll be having those videos. keep an eye out for the practice video that we did afterwards, where we just bowled on that leftover pattern, figuring it out, talking about, you know, just what we were thinking and moves we were making and what was going on, what we saw on the lane that we couldn't really do in the tournament. But yeah, you know, like, comment, subscribe. You know, I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Let me know what you guys want to see as usual. And other than that, you know, I hope you bowl well next time you bowl and every time you bowl after that. All right. See you guys in the next video.